Hello, everybody. This is Zoom and this is ZoomTalks. And you guys, today we have an interesting video. And the title of this video is called Red Heifers and Ryan Garcia. And I understand that both of those are two completely separate topics. Now, but bear with me. This video is going to be very, very interesting. And we're going to do a deep dive on what's going on with the Red Heifers and Ryan Garcia. Now, okay. Um, so with the Red Heifers, things are really picking up. And if you guys aren't familiar with the Red Heifers, about I think 1 to 2 years ago, the Red Heifer. Well, first off, let's start off with this. What are the Red Heifers? I'll read this from Got Questions. You guys, one of my favorite websites. It's a Christian website. And it says, what is the significance of a red heifer in the Bible? It says, to meet the requirements of the Old Testament law, a red heifer was needed to accomplish the purification of the Israelites from uncleanness. Specifically, the ashes of a red heifer were needed. And it references Numbers 19. So I read Numbers 19 to better understand the red heifers. And it says, because red heifers' ashes were necessary for the purification rites held at the temple, many have regarded the appearance of a red heifer today as heralding the construction of the third temple and the return of Christ. So basically, long story short, the red heifer's ashes are needed for the third temple, I believe. Why is that important? Because if you read the book of Revelation, the third temple is where the Antichrist is going to declare himself as God, which he is not. There's only one God, which is Jesus Christ. But if these red heifers get sacrificed at the altar, we might see a third temple soon. Maybe. But we don't know. Nobody knows. Now, why am I reporting this? I'll tell you why. And I'm going to put this article in the description. It's from CBS News, March 5th, 2024. CBS, it says, the title is this, you guys. What these red cows from Texas have to do with war and peace in the Middle East. Why is the CBS News reporting about the red heifers? The mainstream media. When the mainstream media is talking about something that's this big of an event with the red heifers, you know something is going to pop off soon. When I say soon, it could be anywhere from 1 to 5 years. That's what I consider soon. That's just my opinion. But I'm going to read some of this, you guys. It says, Jerusalem, when Hamas spokesman Abu began a speech marking the 100th day of the war in Gaza, one confounding yet eye-opening proclamation escaped the headlines listing the motive for the Palestinian militant groups. October 7th massacre in Israel. He accused Jews of bringing red cows to the Holy Land. Why is a Hamas spokesman so against these red heifers? Why? It says the cows he was talking about are red heifers, which now graze at a secure, undisclosed location in the Israeli-occupied West Bank. Some Jews and Christians believe they're key to rebuilding the Jewish temple that once stood in Jerusalem and to beckoning the Messiah. And it says to understand, you have to look back almost 2,000 years in history of the Middle East when the ancient Romans destroyed the last temple in Jerusalem. This is insane. It's insane to me that the mainstream media is reporting about the red heifers. This is not normal. Usually you find this type of information on websites that's not so popular, like like Prophecy News Watch or Gateway Pundit, something like that. You don't find the stuff on like Fox News, MSNBC, CBS, etc., or CNN. But this is very interesting that the mainstream media is reporting about the red heifers in Israel. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about CBS News reporting about the red heifers. Do you think the third temple will be built soon? And oh, by the way, it's even crazier that in the video that CBS did for the reporting, they showed the altar where the red heifers are going to be sacrificed. And I think one of the ladies in the video, she says something like that temple or that mosque will be like taken down and the third temple will be built. And all of this information is just insane to me. I don't know what to say. Now, as for Ryan Garcia, okay, if you guys do not know who Ryan Garcia is, you guys, he is a boxer and he has been making headlines, headways, and it's very, very interesting that all of this stuff is going on with him because I did a video about him about in 2022, and let me see that the title of that video was called, I believe, Fame and Mental Health. Let me see. Yeah, the video was called Fame and Mental Health. I'll put that video in the description also if you want to watch that. And I reported on, actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a small little snippet of that video about fame and mental health for when I was talking about Ryan Garcia, you guys, and then I'll elaborate on what I think about the situation. So listen to this small clip of what I'm talking about from fame and mental health with Ryan Garcia, and I'll give you guys my thoughts. Here's the video. Ryan Garcia is a young and he's a young and upcoming boxer. This from Bleacher Report. Boxer Ryan Garcia opens up about dealing with depression and suicidal thoughts. Uh, Ahead of his fight against Emmanuel Tagoe in April, boxing star Ryan Garcia detailed the depression and mental health struggles he has had to overcome. This is what he said. When I was deep in it, I didn't think I was going to live, Garcia said. I was so depressive and I went to bad habits. I started drinking and I never drink ever. But I was getting drunk all the time. I wanted to kill myself at one point. That's very dark. But he said what's interesting is he's 23 and he said that he's never drank ever. So what that's indicating, in my opinion, is that he was in the wrong circle or had somebody that was pushing him to do something he didn't want to do. That's probably because he's upcoming. This is happening because he's probably a upcoming boxer, and he's just getting into that entertainment industry, and there's a lot of wicked stuff in that industry. And that's the video. Okay, so you guys, Ryan Garcia is a boxer, and he's a pretty popular boxer with a pretty decent record. And recently, he was on a Twitter/X Spaces. And basically, Spaces is like a audio chat with people you can communicate with. And Ryan Garcia went on a rant and basically was just letting out his emotions and basically saying that he was kidnapped by a cult, and the cult I won't name, but and he was tied up, kidnapped, and he had to watch people get assaulted and in an inappropriate way. Won't go into details. And people are calling him crazy. People are saying that he's not right in the head, all this stuff, all this stuff. And then I think recently he said that he won't be talking about anything else except for boxing. But there's one thing that did catch my eye. One thing that did catch my eye. After all that stuff he said that happened, he made a video saying that he's okay. Oh, by the way, he said also they froze his bank accounts. He doesn't have access to his phone or something like that. I don't know. But he recently made a video. Some people say it's not him. Some people say it's AI. I don't know. But he made a video. I'm going to show the picture on the screen. It's him wearing a crown of thorns. Yes, people. A crown of thorns. Who do we know wore a crown of thorns? There's only one man, and there's only one person that we know that wore a crown of thorns, and that is Jesus Christ. So my thing is this: if that is really him or whoever it is, Ryan Garcia or not, is disrespectful because nobody on the planet Earth should be wearing a crown of thorns. Nobody. And I think they got to him. I won't go into details, but yeah, he's in a very dangerous situation because the stuff he was saying, he was exposing a lot of stuff, but he did say that he has God on his side. You know, I will be praying for him. You know, because no matter what, and remember, we're in the flesh. You know, we are in the flesh, and no matter what, we always have God on our side. If you are a born again Christian, you can never be harmed because Jesus is the most powerful person on the planet. And people have to remember that on earth, this is not our home. This is not our home. Our home is in heaven, and I'll be praying for Ryan Garcia. And it's very interesting how I did a video about him a year ago with mental health, and now this is going on. And if I was Ryan Garcia and I was in his situation, I would definitely be watching my circle. Definitely watching who I'm talking to. I would not be talking to a lot of people at all. I'll be solo dolo, you know, because, when you're in that industry, you know, you gotta watch your back, you know. You gotta be on your P's and Q's. But the number one thing Ryan needs to do is to pray, repent for wearing those crown of thorns, if that's really him, and read his Bible, you know. Because when times get tough, the only person you got is Jesus Christ. That is it. You only got Jesus Christ, you know. Let me know, and I think that's about it, you guys. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about CBS reporting on the red heifers. And actually, I didn't read the article. Let me see the article, but from TMZ. Hold up, let me see. It's not loading. Uh, it's not loading, you guys. So I might have to just link it in the description. Yeah, it's not loading, guys. Yeah, so I'll link the article in the description, and let me know in the comments what you guys think about the red heifers. I'm sorry. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the CBS reporting about the red heifers, and let me know how you think this Ryan Garcia situation is going to play out. Pray for him. Pray for anybody you care for. And by the way, even pray for your enemies, because you never know if God put you in a situation where you need your enemies, or your enemies need you. You never know. You'd be surprised. That's all I want to say. God bless. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow.